RVing, it's not the cure for all for everything. And if you have a little imagination, you could probably live pretty well in a school bus. Hello fellow nomads, today we are in Ehrenburg, Arizona, not that far away from Quartzsite. We are camping on free BLM land, and it is vast and it is massive amount of land out here. I'm not really sure what Ehrenburg is really known for, except for one event, usually at the beginning of February, and that event would be
Skooliepalooza 2021.
There are hundreds and hundreds of Skoolies here. We're right smack in the middle of it, and we're going to show you around Skooliepalooza. So some of these Skoolies are just amazing, and the people that live in the Skoolies are just as amazing. They're just so friendly, and everybody's very welcoming for you to come in and kind of take a look at their rig.
So, you know, watch your head, obviously. But I like more kind of the industrial look, yeah, as you can tell. So I just have a very minimalist interior. You know, like you guys do, repurpose old lockers. Got this out of an Airstream. You know, that's the upper. Oh yeah, upper oven.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you got the fresh water from Goodwill water, old Nomadic out of another rig, and and then you got this. This is kind of, we got that, you know, from my dad's tool shelf, you know, kind of thing.
The other thing that we learned too was that, you know, it's very family orientated. There are a lot of kids here, a lot of families here. There was everything from van lifers here to RVers here to long buses, short buses. You pretty much had it all. It had a very, I want to say like Burning Man feel for a minute, but it does have a little bit of that. This would be a pretty good place to come if you ever were thinking of going to a Burning Man event. It kind of has that culture to it. In the evening time, people were selling things here. They were offering their services for people. There was a guy helping out with solar. You name it, they were all here.
With a DJ playing your favorite tune with an MC that's about to make the room go.
I'm kind of always surprised on exactly how many people are just pulling over in the desert and camping. There's a lot of people. There's probably still at least 300 nomads out here in the middle of Ehrenburg Desert, which is all free camping. But I will say the one thing that we've learned with Skooliepalooza is that it's, you know, the creativity that some of these people have done to build their Skoolies. It's just incredible. So our thoughts on Skooliepalooza. Skooliepalooza is a pretty cool event. If you really have an open mind to a different way of life, there are some aspects of it that we like. There are some aspects of it that we did not like. If you want to be in the thick of things here in Ehrenburg when Skooliepalooza is going on, and be with the music and the fun and all the shenanigans that are going on, it's going to be loud. Generators run pretty much all night. There's no really quiet time until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes that doesn't even happen. But Ehrenburg's a big place. You know, this BLM area is a gigantic place. You don't have to be on top of everybody. And Skooliepalooza is normally all the school buses are lined up together right on top of each other, and it does create for a lot of fun, but it also creates for a lot of noise if you are in the thick of things. If you don't want to be it, then you can do a nice little mile walk and be completely by yourself. That's how big and vast this land is in and around Ehrenburg, Arizona. I think the other thing about Skooliepalooza, and what we learned anyway, was that there's a wealth of information here on solar. You know, the Skoolies have a lot of solar on them, especially the buses that we found that have families and kids on them. I mean, 1,500 watts of solar is not that uncommon because school buses are so big, and they can put a lot of panels on there, and they can put a lot of heavier wattage panels on there. So we learned a lot about solar, and the wealth of information just for that alone was pretty helpful. We had some really good discussions about, you know, AGM, lithium, lead acid batteries, when you should get them, when you should not get them, and it's really super enlightening to get everyone's perspective on that, especially a guy who is out here who is installing solar. He had some pretty cool things to say about lithium batteries, and that kind of inspired us to really take a look at our solar system, especially on the van, where we've really kind of determined after almost 6 months that we're wasting energy. We're actually wasting our solar energy, and we're gonna do something about that. I'm gonna show you that on one of our upcoming videos on a little do-it-yourself project to increase our solar capacity in the Airstream, but not lose our solar capacity in the van. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a huge eye-opening experience. You know, between the nightlife and some of the other things that we've learned, it was definitely worth spending a week here in Ehrenburg in the desert and going to Skooliepalooza. If you want quiet, Skooliepalooza is not the place to come during the main event. You're gonna have to walk a little bit to get to quiet. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. We'll see you on the road. Take care. Bye.